Hi beauties, it's Cara theBubblelush. Today I'm going to talk to you about this awesome new blog planner I got. I'm going to go kind of through it, show you all the different parts of it, and also show you how you can tweak it to fit your YouTube vlogs. Now this blog is called My Blog Planner, a well-planned day planner, and I got it from the Home Educating Family Association. It's just hedua.com. I came across it and it worked really great, and so I bought it and I'm very excited. Now this is an 18-month calendar. It runs from July 2014 through December of 2015. So you can start using it now and you get 18 months of use out of it, which is awesome. It's pretty big. I wanted to show you real quick. If you are a vlogger, you're pretty familiar with these memory cards most likely. And it is almost, the planner is almost as thick as a memory card. So it's pretty big. Now I wish the cover was a little thicker because it could get bent pretty easily, but this is a great planner for your desktop or the room that you vlog in, but I don't necessarily think it would be great to take like on the go with you. Now it's a spiral bound book, so it'll open and lay flat, and as you see I've got tons of pages marked in here, so let me go through this real quick and I'll show you all the cool parts of this planner. Now when you open it up, there's a place for your information, your blog, your email, so if it does get lost, if you take it out and about, someone can contact you and give it back to you, which is always nice. And then you'll see right off the bat, they start with some articles. All of these yellow things, I'll show you in just a minute, but they're all different articles, so we'll get to that in a minute. This book is not just a planner, it also really helps you grow your blog, your website, your vlog channel. It's a really good resource, which is why I like it. It's more than just a planner. So more articles, and this is really helping you set up your blog if you're new. Now, this is one of the things I really like. It helps you keep track of all your numbers. So if you're trying to grow your channel or your blog, your social media presence, each month it gives you a place where you can like keep track of your stats and your number of followers and friends and stuff. But this is where you put your goals. So this is where your annual goals go, and then kind of what you want to, like brands you want to work with, or the type of readers you want to reach, that type of thing, and then a calendar, of course. So now this next page is all talking about networking. Different Facebook pages you can reach out to, blogs that you could work with, guest writers, which is really popular in blogs, but it could also be for collaborations if you're a YouTuber. Then we've got a page for your social parties, like Twitter parties, that sort of thing, and then a password log, which is always good. This is another reason why I wouldn't take your book out necessarily. It's good to keep on your desk. But if something should happen and like my husband needs to get in and like let Facebook know that something's going on, my passwords would be here. Now the next page is talking about media kit development, and I know that this is really popular for bloggers to do, maybe not necessarily for YouTube, but it's always something to consider, especially if you want to work with brands, you want to do sponsored videos or reviews, that sort of thing. It's always good to have this information for your media kit so they can know just how many subscribers you have, how many Facebook followers you have, stuff like that. So this is actually a really good page, and it's a place where a lot of us need to work on our media kit. So this whole section you can see, this is all setting up your goals for the year, your advertising management, and then Scratchpad, just some paper for you to write on finally and jot your ideas down. All right, let's get into July, the first month, and this is kind of how each month is set up. So I'm going to go over an overview of what a month kind of looks like, and then I'm going to show you all these different cool articles, which they're really neat. All right, so we've got a whole month at a glance, which is great, and you'll see these colored boxes. Let's show you the colored boxes in each day. So green is for a promoted post, blue is for giveaway, R is for review, and black or gray is for guest writer. So you can kind of check those off, and at a glance you can see, am I really heavy on reviews this month or really heavy on giveaways, whatever. So I like that at a glance you can kind of see kind of what either all your blog posts or your videos are kind of leaning towards, and so you can help keep a balance. So that's really nice. And then if you have a blog and on your sidebar you like sell advertising space every month, there's a place right here where you can keep track of all your advertisers that month. So that's really nice. I like that. So then right after that you get into your post ideas, kind of video topics that you want to hit this month, and then also social post ideas, things that you want to talk about on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all that kind of stuff. So that's really good. And then you get into your first article, and your first article is all about the ABCs of blogging. Abundance, bravery, content, blah, blah, blah. So this is kind of cool, and it's just like a double page spread. It's just 1-2 pages, and that's kind of it. But there's a lot of information in here. And then also it talks about who the author is, so you can go and follow their blog if you'd like to. All right, so this is helping you keep everything organized. You have your product reviews this month. So let's say you do a vlog and you wanted to do like your citrus lane, or if it was a sponsored product review, you could also put it over here. And then your giveaways. And then it goes by a week at a glance. Let me get a little closer. So each day you've got your title of either blog post or video that's going live that day, and the tags, which is super important for SEO, so making it searchable on both your blog and on YouTube, which is always really good. Just trying to keep things organized and knowing which playlist to add it to. That's really smart. And then the last thing is your to-dos. So this is great. This is a planner, obviously, right? And you need to prepare for the upcoming week. So if I need to film Wednesday's video or if I need to write Thursday's blog post, I can write that there, which is always really great. Then it lets you keep track of your social media. So once I promote this to Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Google Plus or whatever I want to do, I can check those off as I keep track of that I'm letting all my subscribers and followers know that this new post or video has gone live. And then since we all know that videos and blog posts don't necessarily get done in one day, sometimes they take editing or you have to work on the image, it lets you have this little checkbox down here so you can keep that all straight. And finally, there's a box down here in the corner for views. Now I think that after the video or the blog post has been live for like a week, maybe you could come back and fill this in so that over the course of the month, you could kind of see which videos were getting the most hits after just a week. Because I think in the first week, even in the first like 3 days, a video and a blog post is going to get the most views. So that's how it looks for each day of the week. Let me give you a close-up. And then down here on the corner right after Sunday is a little space for reminders, either for the upcoming week or things that you want to touch on this week. So you've got a whole month of these, week at a glance. And then at the end of the month, there's a place for you to do kind of an end of the month recap. You can do your 5 most successful posts, your post and all the evaluations, like maybe why you think that this was popular, the number of views, comments, and shares it got, which is great for both blogging and YouTube. And then on the other side of the page is your strategies to implement. Now, I kind of think that this should go at the beginning of the month, and that's kind of how I'm gonna use it. At the beginning of each month, I'm gonna write down my numbers just so I can see how both the community is growing, my channel's growing, and my blog is growing. Now, one place that this does fall short is since it's not a vlogging planner, there's not necessarily a place for you to keep track of your YouTube numbers. So one way to fix this is I think that you could put it all over here in this blank space. You could put the number of subscribers you have and the channel views, which I think is important to include. And you could even break it down further and go into your YouTube analytics and see how many views you got that month and how many minutes were watched, because both of those are playing an important part in monetizing your channel, right? Speaking of money, there's a place for you to keep track of your dollars and cents. Total income, expenses, net income, and year-to-date income if you want to keep a running total. I know that we don't always like to talk about making money off of YouTube and money off of blogging, but the reality is that sometimes YouTube and blogs allow us to be stay-at-home moms. So it's important to keep track of the money, especially if you have a target that you need to reach every month to help with the family budget. And then it moves into the next month. So each month you can see it's really helpful. It helps you keep your posts scheduled, and then it also helps you grow your channel and your community, which I think is just really great. So now that I've showed you kind of the planner part of it, I wanted to show you the articles because I think that they are really the meat and bones of this planner and kind of set it apart from other planners I've seen. August is talking all about SEO, which is searchable, making it so people can find you. And this one is social media tips for bloggers, 5 tips to build credibility with reviews, giveaways in your blog. I think this is really helpful for YouTubers. A media kit review. I was talking about this earlier, and this kind of goes into a little bit more detail, which I think this is a really good one to read. And now we're in December, and so they have 31 ways to improve your blog in 2015, which I think this is just really great. And this one extends a few more pages, obviously, because there's 31 things that you're mentioning. And then January kicks off the year with making the most of blog conferences. I don't know about you, but it's definitely one of my goals to attend a conference in the future. I just think that they look like a wealth of information and a great networking opportunity. And so this kind of shows you how to make the most of it and what to do at the conference and afterwards. February has 5 tips for editing your blog posts, which is editing is very important. And we've got Affiliates 101. If you're looking to make money off of your blog, this is a great article to read. And then there's a case study of someone that was really successful on Pinterest, and also a place for you to kind of write how you're going to implement this on your Pinterest account. Now this one is Plugins 101. This is geared towards WordPress users. I use Blogger, but there might be a time that I migrate over and this would be useful. Now this article is all about the first impression that you leave, and it's written by a PR manager. Next up, we've got 6 tips for working with brands. Guest posts, do's and don'ts. This will also be extended to collaborations if you're on YouTube. And then beating the blog busters. This kind of comes at a point when you're getting really bogged down with holidays and you're busy and you don't necessarily make time for your website and your YouTube channel. So this is kind of helping you work with time, ideas, attitude, and staying on track. Now sometimes it's hard to keep everything in perspective, so this is all about blogging boundaries, creating space, talking with your spouse, having a life outside of YouTube. And then the last up up is seeing your success, an end of the year blog evaluation with a lot of space for you to write, a lot of questions, and kind of making you really evaluate how far you've come in the past 12, 18 months. And then the planner ends with a glossary and some scratch pads because you always need a place to write some ideas down. Now this is not a sponsored post at all. It's just a really great product and I wanted to share it with you. If you're looking to grow your YouTube channel or maybe start a blog and grow that, this could be really helpful for you. Not only to just help keep things organized, but there's a lot of really great information in here. As you can see, most of it is geared towards bloggers, but you can see with some really quick tweaks, it could be really useful for a YouTuber as well. If you want to buy this planner, I will leave the link down below. Again, not a sponsored post, just wanted to share a great product. I hope you guys have a great day and I will talk to you later.